Hello everybody, it is April 10th, 2018. I'm Cody Hathaway. This is Pulsar. Tonight we are diving into extraterrestrial stuff. It is a pretty big bombshell if it's true, but there's sadly nothing official that's going to be able to confirm that it's true, but the detail, the way it was printed, or photocopied, should I say, and whatnot, this document that I have that I managed to get my hands on seems really legit, and the way it's written, like I said, detail, and all that. So it is called CARET, C-A-R-E-T, Commercial Applications Research for Extraterrestrial Technology. Basically what it is, it's a research report, and it's from 1986 out of Palo Alto, California. So right there, I mean, that just, even the location, it's California is somewhere that this stuff goes on all the time, and it would be a extremely likely place where something like this would be conducted and whatnot. But anyways, this document that I have, I believe there's a lot more to it, but it's just the only thing that's on the web right now. It's a research report regarding anti-gravity technology. It shows a picture of the device and components. It has supposed alien language written on it, and I mean, the pictures themselves look very legit too. And anti-gravity technology is a very common theory of how UFOs and motherships are how they propel themselves, and that's what they use for propulsion, and that's how they can hover and just do all kinds of crazy things. So we're going to dive into that. Look forward to hearing anything in the comments, any questions. I mean, this is pretty big stuff if it's true, and it seems very legit. And there's even some what looks like an alien diagram, a chart, maybe source code, who knows, at the end of this. So yeah, we'll get into that and enjoy. Here it is, the CARET Research Report. It is, I believe, Q4, quarter 4, 1986, research report from December 1986 in Palo Alto, California. Got a blacked out thing here that says, well, it doesn't say anything, obviously. And it says, and PACL staff, and down below, that means Palo Alto CARET Laboratory. And there's a little symbol with the CARET symbol. And as you see over here, it was definitely out of a binder of some sort. And that's how it's photocopied. I'm not sure if it was photocopied from the binder itself, but that's nothing for me to get into right now. So let's read over the overview here. This document is intended as a premiere on tentative findings of the Q4 1986 research phase, referred to herein as Q486 at Palo Alto CARET Laboratory, PACL. In accordance with the CARET program mission statement, the goal of this research has been achieving a greater understanding of extraterrestrial technology within the context of commercial applications and civilian use. Examples of such applications in no particular order include transportation, medicine, construction, energy, computing, and communication. The ultimate goal of this research is to provide a core set of advanced technologies in a condition suitable for patent review. I'm not going to read every single one here. Just, of course, want to read the overview of it, for you guys to get a gist on what it is. But as you see over here, see this 4? This is how I want to say it's pretty legit, because it was taken out of, like I said, a binder or a book of some sort, how it was photocopied, and it was all photocopied to, you know, get onto the internet or, you know, be digitally distributed in some way, shape, or form. So, let's get down to the executive summary here. Q486 focused on 4 key subjects, all of which were based on artifacts of extraterrestrial origin obtained from crash site recovery operations conducted during the last 2 decades within the continental United States. Personal anti-gravity generator. You'll see that. It is small, at least how it looks compared to the components it's next to, and it does look portable. 3-dimensional image recorder and projector. I'm not sure what that is. It's not mentioned or noted within this PDF file, that is. I'm sure there's more of this research report out there. Just gotta find it. I can't. And yeah, it says number 3 here, a complex system of symbols and geometric constructs capable of both defining the functionality of certain artifacts as well as manipulating their behavior purely analogous to a computer programming language, but without the need for compilation or interpretation phase. I believe that's what I was mentioning in the intro there about the alien diagram, source code, or chart. That's what it looks like. We'll see that in a minute. And that 4th one's blacked out, of course. Don't know why. Now the personal anti-gravity. That is mainly what all ETs use as their propulsion system is anti-gravity. They've found a way to do it, and they make it happen. And we definitely have the technology to do it, the capability to do it. It is just not being shown, and it's being kept secret, and probably for a really good reason at the moment. But eventually, this stuff's gonna get to us. So, look at here. A prominent example is seemingly impenetrable field of controllable diameter and attenuation surrounding the craft that protects it from weather conditions in their surrounding environment as well as debris and, unsurprisingly, ballistic weaponry. Makes sense, and from what I've heard from gentlemen like Alex Collier, Len Gaston, and Phil Schneider, who are all prominent exposers of extraterrestrial things. Look them up, please. They all have said that humans have shot the UFOs down, but it was mainly by luck. So the impenetrable field, I mean, it can be disrupted. It could have weak spots within it, but we have basically taken them down with luck. It dampens the G-force on the passengers on board, and everything seems to be fit in place from it. So their crafts are literally almost held together by the anti-gravity machine. That's why there's no riveting, there's no adhesives, and it doesn't look like a normal human-like construction of an aircraft or spacecraft for that matter. So what is personal anti-gravity? Not all recovered extraterrestrial technologies are equal, and many previous experiments on anti-gravity have been performed on cumbersome artifacts suffering from enormous form factors and impractical weights. An ironic consequence of these previous generations of experimentation is that many man-made aircraft that would be otherwise ideal for anti-gravity propulsion models are incapable of supporting the weight of the device before its gravity-canceling effects are activated. This has led to many clumsy, accident-prone solutions, such as using a second anti-gravity generator to load in the position, and yada yada yada, just whatnot. So, I mean, this is what I'm saying, the amount of detail in this document just almost makes it seem legit. It's huge. I mean, there has to be so much more to this document, and it seems like there is. We just only got a little bit of it. So as you see here, there's more here. And actually, I meant to show this before. Let's go up. Where it says 4 right here. This is 3. Or no, I'm sorry. This 4. Where it says 4. 2 there. Let's go down. 4. Anti-gravity. 4. AN. So that's how it's definitely part of a larger series of documents or a larger binder or booklet of some sort. And it's huge. And yeah, I'm just going to take you to the pictures of it, and they show some pretty crazy things. And there is text that explains the components of it and what it is. And I'm going to go from there. Alright, let me take you down to the pictures here in the description of these, the device and the components of it. Here is the first picture. It's very low quality. It's black and white. Not really that great. There's a lot better pictures, trust me, at the bottom, and at the end of this video you'll see them. So yeah, this right here is the anti-gravity device, and these are 2 little what they call I-beam components that work with it or connect it somehow. But that's what it is. And I mean, it kind of looks alien, like this needle, these little needle things sticking out. I mean, there's uses for them that is noted down in the description below. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too much different than like a jet engine or a turbine or any sorts. And I mean, honestly, I mean, our technology, the way we construct it, shouldn't be that much different throughout the universe. You can only make certain things so many different ways, and not all those different ways will necessarily look different. So yeah, let's go down to the description. Right here, overview of A1. A1 consists of 2 segment cylindrical core, 1 foot 2.2 inches in length and 8.3 inches in diameter, with needle-like appendages extending from each end. The total length of the device with needles included is 2 feet, 2.4 inches. Both core segments feature a triangular array of 3 arms extending 7.6 inches from the center of the core. Excuse me. Each of which and in a circular pad with a diameter of 2 inches. The device weighs approximately 4 pounds 3 ounces. Very light, very small. That means extremely efficient. Very advanced technology. If it's only that light, that small, and it can do exactly what they're saying it can do. So it tells you when the research began, and then here is the here are the modes of what it is. Field mode. A1 generates a field of presumably arbitrary size and any shape that can be expressed as a convex volume. Within this field, gravity is effectively redefined with any desired strength and orientation. The parameters of this mode, including the shape of the field itself, are defined, and of course it's blacked out. There's so many blacked out things in here. S1, whatever that was. Surprisingly, A1 does not appear capable of generating a field with any degree of concavity, nor can the strength or orientation of the artificial gravity within the field vary from one point to another. An example of field mode would be creating a controlled gravity environment within an aircraft or spacecraft for passengers and cargo. Component mode, rather than generating a general purpose field of constant gravity control, A1 will manipulate the gravitational effect on specific objects, allowing them to take any position or orientation relevant to its own centroid. Pretty much whatever is around it, it's basically lifting it off the ground and letting it, doing whatever, putting it wherever, you want it to go. The component mode appears to be used commonly for maintaining the physical construction of the craft's design. That makes sense. Fit everything together and make sure squeeze it nice and tight using gravity, and as long as your component mode's on, your craft's gonna it's never gonna fall apart unless it's blown up somehow or the device is shut off. Multi-mode, it combines the functionality of field and component mode, so that's probably what most crafts use, especially like motherships. I believe, I think I might have missed mothership. I thought it was down below here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I still have ways to go. But A2 and A3, those are the I-beam, those curved I-beam segments that we saw. I'm still not really sure what they do, even by reading this multiple times. But it looks like they have something to do. It says, however, when A1 is switched into component mode, their position and orientation in relation to A1 central are precisely enforced. Enforced with an RSR. It says A2 and A3 are primarily differentiated by their lengths. While initial experimentation indicated that the artifacts were composed of consistent solid material, experiments on A1's component mode suggest that the artifacts are more internally complex, somehow containing information that describes their position and orientation in relation to A1 when the mode is in effect. That makes sense. They probably have some sort of computer program running that will tell the anti-gravity device or A1 where the components or materials or whatever it is putting anti-gravity on is in relation to the anti-gravity device itself. So that makes sense. Let's go down here. Here's better pictures of the I-beam, the curved I-beam components. You can see some alien language here. Supposed alien language, and again, there's a lot clearer photos down below here. We'll get to in just a second. Here is a large section of blacked out things, and I mean a large section. Whatever this was, they wanted to make sure that no outside eyes saw that. There's a photo, I believe, of the anti-gravity machine turned on where it is lifting the curved I-beams off the ground. There are some more alien language here, and again, we will see clearer photos of this in just a moment. Some more components here, not too sure what those are. There's really no explanation for them. Typically, there's none. Yeah, there's none up there. Don't know what that, but here are the high-res photos. As you see, they very clear, very legit, and kind of almost look like they belong in the 80s, in 86, the way it is. Very clear, you see and symbols here. Just look at that. Why would this be fake? Very clear. These are my two favorites. This one and the one below this one, where it's supposedly showing this thing turned on and lifting the I-beams off the ground. But look at these languages, look at the symbols, these letters. Another reason why this probably isn't fake. I mean, who would take the time to do this and design it? And why would they make these completely different, the way these symbols and letters are printed or placed onto these components? See here, there's a long stretch along here, and here it's kind of broken up. Both have stuff on the sides, it looks like, but again, looks longer, looks broken up. Definitely mean two different things. Look, this is nuts. It looks like a jet engine, a turbine. It's small. And here are the computer programs, the source code, I believe. Alien source code, how their programs run, how their computers operate, I guess. Look how detailed this is, how almost artistic-like it is. There's question marks here, I don't know what that is. Look at these symbols. The way they're connected. It's so detailed, like the way this whole document is, it's just you just can't picture anyone taking their time out of their day to do this and get absolutely no money for it, no fruits of their labor for doing all this work and creating such a complex picture such as this. And what do these mean? These something is crazy. They have explain here. It says figure 14.11 full view of diagram D39081117 or 117C. Here's more. Again, just look how detailed, complex. And look at these. This is one hell of a source code or computer program, whatever it is. It says here, isolated view of a 3-node AB type semaphore cascade extending from exterior vertex of an octal junction. Here is a lot closer picture of program. Nuts. It's a rotary junction with orbital subjunction connecting to an octal switch. Whatever that means. Look at this thing. Symbols. I mean, I have no reason to believe that this was faked. No reason at all. Figure 14.14. Compound junction in a dual link union with heavy state tri-switch and diffuser. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. This is a parent junction with 3 non-orbital child junctions. It's cut off here. It ends with page 123. Let's see what it started with. There's only 16 pages, I believe, to this PDF I'm looking at. So yeah. So here's page 4. It starts talking about the anti-gravity stuff on page 5. So we go from page 6. Let's see where it jumps at. 8, 9. It jumps big time here, I believe. 56, yeah. So there's a lot more documents to this. I mean, I'm going to be scouring the internet to get the rest of this document. I hope it's still out there, because it's probably chock full of stuff. Yeah, folks, I mean, that's it for this video. Another one coming up tomorrow. I mean, it's on more documents. It's pretty crazy. As well, it's a lot more content than this, so it'll be a much longer video. And yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, keep asking questions, guys. Keep searching for answers. I mean, this is a cover-up. Everything involving with ETs, our government knows about, the world governments know about. It's slowly being disclosed, drip by drip. And yeah, we're not alone. Never were. And on that, have a great night and a blessed day. God bless America.